Sino nga ba si BBM o Bongbong Marcos? Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na to, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-hit ang notification bell, mag-like, share at comment. Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Born on September 13, 1957 in Manila, Bongbong Marcos first studied in Institution Teresiana and La Salle Green Hills in Manila, where he obtained his kindergarten and elementary education. Respectively, in 1970, Marcos was sent to England, where he lived and studied at the Worth School, an all-boys Benedictine institution. He then enrolled at St. Edmund Hall, Oxford to read politics, philosophy, and economic, or PPE. However, despite his false claim that he graduated with a BE in philosophy, politics, and economics, he did not obtain a degree and instead received a special diploma in social studies, which is given to students who have dropped out of their university course. In the statement, he claimed that he withdrew from the program for his election as vice governor of Ilocos Norte in 1980. Marcos enrolled in a Master in Business Administration program at the Wharton School of Business, University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia, U.S., which he failed to complete. Although his career as a politician would formally begin at the age of 23 when he became vice governor of Ilocos Norte, his father's political profile meant that the Marcos children, particularly Bongbong and his sister Amy, became an integral part of Marcos' propaganda machine. Bongbong was thrust into the national limelight as early as when he was 3 years old, and the scrutiny became even more intense when his father first ran for president of the Philippines in 1965. Appearance in presidential campaign filmed during his father's 1965 campaign. Bongbong played himself in the Sampaguita Pictures film Iginuhit ng Tadhana, a biopic that is alleged to be heavily based on the portrayal of Ferdinand Marcos in the novel For Every Tear, a Victory. The young Marcos was portrayed giving a speech toward the end of the film, in which he says that he would like to be a politician when he grows up. His father, Ferdinand Sr., had been representative of the 2nd District of Ilocos Norte when he was born and became senator 2 years later. Marcos Jr. was only 8 years old when his father was first inaugurated as the 10th President of the Philippines in 1965. But because Ferdinand Marcos Sr.'s term was extended by his 1972 declaration of martial law, Marcos Jr. turned 18, the Philippines' age of legal majority, with his father still president in 1974. In 1980, the 20 years old Marcos Jr. became vice governor of Ilocos Norte, running unopposed under the Kilosang Bagong Lipunan party of his father, who was ruling the Philippines under martial law at the time. He then became governor of Ilocos Norte in 1983, holding that office until his family was ousted from power by the People Power Revolution and fled into exile in Hawaii in February 1986. After the death of his father Ferdinand Marcos Sr. in 1989, President Corazon Aquino eventually allowed the remaining members of the Marcos family, including Marcos Jr., to return to the Philippines to face the various charges. In 1992, he was elected as representative of the 2nd District of Ilocos Norte from 1992 to 1995. Marcos Jr. ran for and was elected governor of Ilocos Norte again in 1998. After 9 years, he returned to his previous position as representative from 2007 to 2010, then became Senator of the Philippines under the Nacionalista Party from 2010 to 2016. In 2015, Marcos Jr. ran for Vice President of the Philippines in the 2016 election with a difference of 263,473 votes, 0.64% difference. Marcos Jr. lost to Leni Robredo. In response, Marcos filed an electoral protest at the Presidential Electoral Tribunal with claims and accusations of cheating. In 2021, Marcos Jr.'s petition was unanimously dismissed after the pilot recount of the chosen provinces of Negros Oriental, Iloilo, and Camarines Sur, which resulted in Robredo widening her leads even more by 15,093 additional votes. In 1995, Marcos ran for the Senate under the NPC-led coalition, but placed only 16th. He made a second attempt for the Senate in 2010, this time securing a Senate seat by placing 7th overall. On November 20, 2009, the KBL forged an alliance with the Nacionalista Party (NP) between Marcos and NP Chairman Senator Manny Villar at the Laurel House in Mandaluyong. Marcos became a gay senatorial candidate of the NP through this alliance. Marcos was later removed as a member by the KBL National Executive Committee on November 23, 2012. As such, the NP broke its alliance with the KBL due to internal conflict within the party. However, Bongbong remained part of the NP senatorial lineup. He was proclaimed as one of the winning senatorial candidates of the 2010 Senate election. He took office on June 30, 2010. In the 15th Congress, 2010 to 2013, Marcos authored 34 Senate bills. He also co-authored 17 bills, of which 7 were enacted into law. Most notably, the Anti-Drunk and Drug Driving Act, whose principal author was Senator Vicente Soto III. The Cybercrime Prevention Act, whose principal author was Senator Edgar Angara, and the expanded Anti-Trafficking in Person and the National Health Insurance Acts, both of which were principally authored by Senator Loren Legarda. In the 16th Congress 2013 to 2016, Marcos filed 52 bills, of which 28 were refiled from the 15th Congress. One of them was the enacted into law, Senate Bills 1186, which sought the postponement of the 2013 Sangguniang Kabataan SK elections, was enacted as Republic Act 1063-2 on October 3, 2013. Marcos also co-authored 4 Senate bills in the 16th Congress. One of them, Senate Bill 712, which was principally authored by Ralph Recto, was enacted as Republic Act 1064-5, the expanded Senior Citizen Act. As of February 2016, he was the chairman of the Senate Committee on Local Government and Public Works. He also chaired the Oversight Committee on the Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao (ERMM) Organic Act, the Congressional Oversight Panel on the Special Purpose Vehicle Act, and the Select Oversight Committee on Barangay Affairs. So guys, ngayon meron na tayong idea kahit konti kung sino talaga si Bongbong Marcos. At kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na to, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and comment. Thank you for watching.